Rise of the Stellar Federation. In the year 2157, humanity stood on the precipice of a new era. The discovery of element 115, dubbed novium, had catapulted Earth's technological capabilities beyond their wildest dreams. Faster-than-light travel, once the realm of science fiction, became a tangible reality. As the first human ships ventured beyond the solar system, the people of Earth held their collective breath, wondering what wonders or horrors awaited them in the vast expanse of space. Captain Elena Vega stood on the bridge of the CSS Horizon, Earth's most advanced starship, her dark eyes fixed on the swirling vortex of the wormhole before them. At 35, she was young for such a command, but her brilliance in both tactics and diplomacy had quickly propelled her through the ranks of the newly formed Earth Space Force. Wormhole stability at 100%, Captain, reported Lieutenant Kai Chen, his fingers dancing over the holographic controls. We're ready to make the jump. Elena nodded, her short black hair catching the blue light of the wormhole. Take us through, Lieutenant. Let's see what's on the other side. As the horizon plunged into the swirling maelstrom, Elena felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. They were about to become the first humans to travel to another star system. The journey that would have taken years with conventional propulsion was about to be accomplished in mere minutes. The ship emerged into a new system, its star a brilliant blue-white beacon in the void. Gasps of awe echoed across the bridge as the crew took in the sight of two planets circling the star, one a gas giant with rings that put Saturn to shame, the other a smaller, rocky world that glowed with a faint blue hue. "My God," whispered Commander Sarah Reeves, Elena's second-in-command. "It's beautiful." Elena allowed herself a small smile. "Indeed it is, Commander. But let's not forget why we're here. Kai, begin long-range scans. I want to know everything about this system." As the crew set about their tasks with renewed vigor, Elena couldn't shake the feeling that this was just the beginning. Humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe, and there was no turning back. Weeks turned into months as the Horizon explored the new system, cataloging every planet, moon, and asteroid. They found no signs of intelligent life, but the wealth of resources and potential colony sites was beyond their wildest expectations. As they prepared to return to Earth with their findings, a burst of strange energy caught their sensors. "Captain, I'm detecting an anomaly," Kai reported, his brow furrowed in concentration. "It's like nothing I've ever seen before." Before Elena could respond, a massive ship materialized before them, easily dwarfing the horizon. Its sleek, organic lines spoke of technology far beyond humanity's current capabilities. "Red alert," Elena ordered, her voice calm despite the sudden tension on the bridge. "Shields up, but do not arm weapons. Let's not start an interstellar incident on our first outing." The alien vessel hung motionless in space, seemingly studying the horizon. Then, a beam of soft light enveloped the bridge, and a holographic figure appeared before them. The being was humanoid but clearly alien, with iridescent skin and large, multifaceted eyes. "Greetings, explorers," the figure spoke, its voice resonating in their minds rather than their ears. "We are the HFY. We welcome you to the greater galactic community." And so, humanity made first contact. The HFY, as they called themselves, were a peaceful, highly advanced species that had been observing Earth for centuries. They had waited for humanity to develop faster-than-light travel on their own, seeing it as a sign of readiness to join the larger galactic civilization. In the months that followed, Earth was thrust into a whirlwind of diplomatic activity. The HFY introduced humanity to other spacefaring races, each with their own unique cultures and technologies. Some viewed the newcomers with curiosity, others with thinly veiled disdain for such a young species. Elena found herself at the forefront of these interactions, her ship serving as Earth's primary means of interstellar travel. She met with alien diplomats, traded knowledge and resources, and slowly but surely built alliances for humanity. It was during one such diplomatic mission that Elena first heard whispers of the Stellar Federation. A loose coalition of spacefaring races, the Federation sought to promote peace and cooperation among its members. Many saw it as the next logical step for humanity's integration into the galactic community. Not everyone on Earth was thrilled with the idea. Some feared losing Earth's independence, while others saw it as an opportunity to accelerate humanity's growth and ensure its security in a universe that suddenly seemed much larger and more dangerous than they had ever imagined. The debate raged for months, but in the end, the promise of advanced technology, protection, and a voice in galactic affairs proved too tempting to resist. In 2160, just 3 years after its first faster-than-light journey, Earth officially joined the Stellar Federation. The next decade saw unprecedented growth and advancement for humanity. With access to alien technologies and the combined knowledge of dozens of species, Earth's cities were transformed. Clean energy became the norm, diseases that had plagued humanity for millennia were eradicated, and the first permanent colonies were established on Mars and Europa. The CSS Horizon, now upgraded with the latest Federation technology, continued to serve as the flagship of Earth's growing fleet. Elena, promoted to admiral, oversaw the training of a new generation of explorers and diplomats. She couldn't help but feel a sense of pride as she watched young officers from Earth working alongside alien counterparts, learning and growing together. But as humanity reached for the stars with newfound confidence, dark clouds were gathering on the horizon. Reports began to trickle in from the outer reaches of Federation space, whispers of a hostile force lurking in the shadows, testing the Federation's defenses. In 2172, 15 years after humanity's first faster-than-light journey, Admiral Elena Vega was summoned to an emergency meeting of the Federation Council. As she stood before the assembled representatives of a dozen alien races, she could feel the tension in the air. "Admiral Vega," began Zorax, the Athari representative and an old friend of Elena's. "We face a grave threat. A previously unknown empire has revealed itself on our borders. They call themselves the Zoraxians, and they have already attacked several of our outlying colonies." Murmurs of concern rippled through the chamber as holographic displays showed the devastation wrought by these mysterious attackers. Elena studied the images, her tactical mind already analyzing potential weaknesses and strategies. "The Zoraxians have technology that rivals or even surpasses our own," Zorax continued, "and they seem intent on conquest. We need humanity's help, Admiral. Your species has shown a remarkable ability to innovate and adapt. We believe you may be key to our survival." Elena felt the weight of expectation settle on her shoulders. Humanity was still the new kid on the block, barely out of its cosmic diapers compared to some of the Federation members. And yet, here they were being asked to play a crucial role in the defense of the galaxy. As she looked around the chamber at the worried faces of her alien colleagues, Elena knew that this was the moment humanity had been waiting for, a chance to prove itself on the galactic stage. "The people of Earth stand with the Federation," Elena declared, her voice ringing with conviction. "Whatever the threat, we will face it together. The Zoraxians will soon learn that they've picked a fight with the wrong galaxy." Little did Elena know that this declaration would set in motion a chain of events that would test humanity to its very limits, forcing them to dig deep and unleash the indomitable spirit that had allowed them to survive and thrive on their blue marble of a planet for millennia. As the council meeting adjourned, Elena's mind was already racing with plans and strategies. The CSS Horizon would need to be refitted for combat, her crew trained for war rather than exploration. But first, they needed more information about this new enemy. Zorax, Elena called out as the Athari representative was leaving the chamber. "I need everything you have on the Zoraxians. Battle records, sensor data, anything that might give us an edge." Zorax nodded sullenly. "Of course, my friend. But I warn you, the information we have is limited. The Zoraxians are unlike any foe we've encountered before. They seem to have mastered technologies we thought impossible." As Elena pored over the data in the following days, a chill ran down her spine. The Zoraxians were indeed formidable. Their ships seemed capable of facing in and out of normal space, making them nearly impossible to hit. Their weapons could tear through Federation shields like paper. But as she studied the records of their attacks, Elena began to notice patterns. The Ziraxians were powerful, yes, but they were also arrogant. They relied heavily on their technological superiority, often neglecting basic tactics and strategy. "That's it," Elena murmured to herself. "That's how we beat them. We outthink them, not outgun them." With renewed determination, Elena threw herself into preparing Earth and its allies for the coming storm. The Horizon became a mobile command center, darting from system to system, overseeing the strengthening of defenses and the training of combined Federation forces. As the first human admiral to command a multi-species fleet, Elena faced skepticism from some quarters. But her unwavering resolve and brilliant tactical mind soon won over even the most doubtful of her alien comrades. Months passed, and the Ziraxian threat loomed ever larger. Small skirmishes broke out along the borders of Federation space, each one a test of the defenses Elena and her team had put in place. To everyone's relief, the preparations were paying off. The Federation forces, once disjointed and easily outmaneuvered, were now a cohesive unit, able to anticipate and counter the Ziraxians' advanced tactics. But Elena knew these were just preludes to the real battle. The Ziraxians were probing, testing, gathering intelligence. The true invasion was yet to come. As if in response to her thoughts, an urgent transmission came through from a Federation outpost in the Arcturus system. "Admiral Vega," the panicked voice of the outpost commander crackled over the comms. "We're under attack. A massive Ziraxian fleet just dropped out of phase space. Our defenses are barely holding." Elena's training kicked in immediately. "Alert all nearby Federation forces," she ordered. "We're going to Arcturus. It's time to show the Ziraxians what humanity and its allies are truly capable of." As the CSS Horizon led a hastily assembled fleet towards Arcturus, Elena couldn't help but feel a mix of fear and exhilaration. This was it, humanity's first true test on the galactic stage. The outcome of this battle could determine the fate of not just Earth, but the entire Federation. Little did she know that this was just the beginning of a conflict that would push humanity to its limits, force them to confront uncomfortable truths about their allies, and ultimately redefine their place in the universe. As the Horizon dropped out of warp on the edge of the Arcturus system, the scene that greeted them was one of chaos and destruction. The Ziraxian fleet, a swarm of sleek, predatory ships, was hammering the Federation defenses relentlessly. The outpost's shields were flickering, on the verge of collapse. "All ships engage the enemy," Elena commanded, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "Focus fire on their lead vessels. Let's give them something to think about besides the outpost." The Federation fleet surged forward, a motley collection of ships from a dozen different species, united under Elena's command. The Horizon led the charge, its advanced weaponry, a fusion of human ingenuity and alien technology, blazing a path through the Ziraxian lines. For hours, the battle raged across the Arcturus system. Elena's strategy of targeting the Ziraxian command ships proved effective, sowing confusion in the enemy ranks. But the Ziraxians' ability to phase in and out of normal space made them maddeningly difficult to pin down. Just as it seemed the tide was turning in the Federation's favor, a massive Ziraxian dreadnought phased into existence at the heart of the human formation. Its weapons charged, ready to unleash devastation. "Evasive maneuvers," Elena shouted, but she knew it was too late. The Horizon couldn't possibly move fast enough to avoid the incoming barrage. In that moment, as Elena braced for impact, something extraordinary happened. A shimmering field of energy enveloped the Horizon and the ships around it. The Ziraxian weapons fire splashed harmlessly against this unexpected shield. "What just happened?" Elena demanded, looking around in confusion. It was Ka who answered, his voice filled with awe. "Captain, it's us." Somehow, that Horizon's systems interfaced with the other ships. We created a unified defense grid on the fly. Elena's mind raced with the implications. Somehow, in the heat of battle, human technology had adapted, reaching out to the alien systems around it and creating something entirely new. "Send this data to all Federation ships," Elena ordered. "If we can replicate this on a larger scale." The rest of the battle was a blur of tactical maneuvers and technological improvisation. The Federation forces, emboldened by this new development, pressed their advantage. By the time the last Zeraxian ship retreated, the treacherous system was secure, and the Federation had achieved its first major victory against the invaders. As Elena stood on the bridge of the Horizon, watching the cleanup operations begin, she felt a surge of pride in her crew and in humanity as a whole. They had faced their first true test in this new galactic age and had not only survived but thrived. But she also knew that this was just the beginning. The Zeraxians would be back, and they would be angry. The war for the galaxy had only just begun, and humanity would need every ounce of its legendary determination and adaptability to survive what was to come. Little did Elena know that the greatest challenges lay not just in the battles ahead, but in the complex web of galactic politics and hidden agendas that would soon threaten to tear the Federation apart from within. As the CSS Horizon limped back to Earth for repairs and debriefing, the news of their victory spread like wildfire through the Federation. Humanity, the newcomers to the galactic stage, had proven themselves in battle against one of the most formidable foes the Federation had ever faced. Elena found herself thrust into the spotlight, hailed as a hero not just by humans, but by countless alien species. The unified defense grid, quickly dubbed the Vega Shield in her honor, was being hailed as a game-changer in the war against the Zeraxians. But as Elena stood before the Federation Council once again, this time to receive commendations for her actions at Arcturus, she couldn't shake a feeling of unease. Something about the whole situation felt off, though she couldn't quite put her finger on what. Her concerns were pushed aside as the Federation geared up for war in earnest. The next few months were a whirlwind of activity as Elena oversaw the integration of the Vega Shield technology into the Federation fleet. Human scientists worked alongside their alien counterparts, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. It was during this time that Elena first met Dr. Aidan Cole, a brilliant human xenotechnologist who had been instrumental in deciphering the mechanics of the Vega Shield. Aidan's unruly mop of red hair and perpetually distracted air belied a mind that operated on a level few could comprehend. "The beautiful thing about the Vega Shield," Aidan explained to Elena over a holographic display of the technology, "is that it's not just a defensive measure. It's a bridge between disparate technologies, allowing for levels of integration we never thought possible." Elena nodded, her tactical mind already spinning with possibilities. Could this be applied to offensive systems as well? Aidan's eyes lit up. Absolutely. Imagine a fleet acting as a single organism. Each ship's weapons and systems perfectly synchronize. The Zeraxian enigma unfolds. As the CSS Horizon glided through the iridescent streams of quantum space, Admiral Elena Vega stood at the helm, her eyes fixed on the swerving vortex ahead. The ship's revolutionary Novium-powered engines hummed with an otherworldly resonance, a sound that still sent shivers down her spine even after years of deep space exploration. "Quantum fold integrity at 98%, Admiral," Lieutenant Kai Chen reported, his fingers dancing over the holographic controls. "We're approaching the nexus point." Elena nodded, her face a mask of concentration. The nexus point, a theoretical junction in space-time where multiple realities converged, had long been considered a myth. But the Zeraxian threat had pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible, and humanity had to adapt or perish. "Initiate the resonance cascade protocol," Elena ordered, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. This was it, the moment that could change the course of the war. As the Horizon pierced the veil between realities, the ship shuddered violently. Alarms blared, and for a heart-stopping moment, It seemed as if they might be torn apart by the cosmic forces surrounding them. Then, suddenly, silence. The view screen flickered to life, revealing a sight that took Elena's breath away. They were in orbit around a planet that seemed to defy the laws of physics, its surface a kaleidoscope of shifting landscapes and impossible geometries. By the stars, Dr. Aidan Cole whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. "We've done it. We've reached the Nexus realm." But their awe was short-lived. A massive Xeraxian warship materialized before them, its biomechanical form pulsing with an eerie, otherworldly energy. Battle stations. Elena barked, snapping her crew back to attention. Activate the quantum entanglement shields. As the two ships engaged in a dance of death amidst the surreal backdrop of the Nexus realm, Elena couldn't shake the feeling that they were on the cusp of uncovering something far greater than they had ever imagined. The battle raged on, each side unleashing weapons that bent the fabric of reality itself. The Horizon's quantum entanglement shields, a product of Dr. Cole's brilliant mind, allow them to exist in multiple states simultaneously, making them nearly impossible to hit. But the Xeraxians were equally formidable. Their phase-shift technology had evolved, allowing them to slip between the cracks of reality with terrifying ease. As Elena coordinated the defense of her ship, she noticed something strange. The Xeraxian attacks seemed familiar, almost as if... Aidan, she called out, a wild theory forming in her mind. The Xeraxian tech, could it be based on the same principles as ours? The scientist's eyes widened as understanding dawned. "You think they're... us? From another reality?" Before Elena could respond, a blinding flash of light engulfed the bridge. When it faded, a figure stood before them, a Xeraxian, but unlike any they had seen before. Its biomechanical body seemed to shift and change, as if struggling to maintain coherence in their reality. At last, the being spoke, its voice a cacophony of harmonics that seemed to resonate with the ship itself. "You have come. The cycle nears completion." Elena stepped forward, her hand hovering over her weapon. "Who are you? What cycle?" The Xeraxian's multifaceted eyes focused on her, filled with an ancient sadness. "We are you, Elena Vega. We are humanity, corrupted by the very power we sought to control. And you are our last hope for redemption." As the being's words hung in the air, the full weight of the situation crashed down upon Elena. The war they had been fighting wasn't just for the fate of their reality, but for the very soul of humanity across all possible timelines. The Xeraxian, or rather the twisted future version of humanity, began to explain. In their timeline, the discovery of the Nexus realm had led to an explosion of technological growth. Humanity had ascended to godlike levels of power, reshaping reality at will. But with that power came corruption, a slow degradation of their very essence. "We sought to reverse our fall by reaching back through time and space," the being continued, its form flickering like a faulty hologram, "to find a version of humanity that had not yet succumbed to the lure of absolute power." Elena's mind reeled at the implications. The attacks, the war, it was all a test. The being nodded, a gesture eerily human despite its alien appearance. "We had to be sure you were strong enough to resist the temptation that destroyed us. And now, at last, we have found you." As the crew of the Horizon struggled to come to terms with this earth-shattering revelation, alarms began to blare. The Nexus realm was becoming unstable, the collision of multiple realities threatening to tear apart the fabric of space-time itself. "We don't have much time," the Xeraxian-human hybrid urged. "You must make a choice, Elena Vega. Take the knowledge we offer, the key to unimaginable power, and risk the fate that befell us. Or destroy it, and forge your own path into an uncertain future." Elena looked around at her crew, at the faces of those who had fought and bled beside her. She thought of Earth, of the countless beings across the galaxy who were counting on them. In that moment, she knew what she had to do. "We choose our own path," Elena declared, her voice ringing with conviction. "Humanity's strength lies not in godlike power, but in our ability to face the unknown together. The being nodded, a look of profound relief crossing its alien features. Then there is hope for us all. As the Nexus realm began to collapse around them, the hybrid transferred a surge of energy to the horizon. "This will get you home," it said, its form already beginning to dissipate. "Use it wisely. The true test is yet to come." With a blinding flash, the CSS Horizon was catapulted back into their own reality. As the crew recovered from their mind-bending journey, Elena knew that everything had changed. The war with the Zeraxians was over, but a new chapter in humanity's cosmic journey was just beginning. As they set a course for Earth, Elena couldn't help but wonder what other incredible discoveries and challenges awaited them in the vast, mysterious universe. One thing was certain: humanity would face it all with the same spirit of adventure, ingenuity, and unity that had brought them this far. The stars beckoned, and Elena Vega and her crew were ready to answer the call, guardians of a future where humanity's potential knew no bounds. Cosmic convergence, the multiversal nexus. Admiral Elena Vega stood at the heart of the quantum nexus chamber, a marvel of human ingenuity and alien technology that pulsed with ethereal energy. The CSS Horizon, now transformed into a multiversal exploration vessel, hung in geosynchronous orbit around Earth, its sleek form a testament to humanity's resilience and adaptability. Initiating hyperdimensional fold, Dr. Aidan Cole announced, his fingers dancing across holographic interfaces. "Quantum entanglement stabilizers online. Prepare for cosmic convergence in 3, 2, 1. The chamber hummed with power as reality itself seemed to bend and warp around them. Elena felt a familiar tingle as her consciousness expanded, allowing her to perceive the intricate tapestry of the multiverse. "By the celestial architects," Lieutenant Kai Chen gasped, his eyes wide with wonder. It's beautiful." Before them stretched an infinite expanse of possible realities, each a shimmering thread in the cosmic weave. But amidst the breathtaking splendor, Elena's trained eye caught a discordant note, a dark, pulsating mass that seemed to devour the very fabric of existence. "Aidan, what am I looking at?" Elena asked, her voice tight with concern. The scientist's face paled as he studied the readings. "It's a void cascade, Admiral. A chain reaction of reality collapse that's spreading across the multiverse. If we don't stop it, all of existence is at risk," Elena finished, her mind already racing with possibilities. But how do we combat something that's unraveling reality itself? As if in answer to her question, a brilliant flash of light erupted in the chamber. When it faded, a being stood before them, humanoid in form, but composed of swerving galaxies and pulsing quasars. "Greetings, guardians of existence," the entity spoke, its voice resonating on frequencies beyond human comprehension. "I am Zephyria, keeper of the cosmic equilibrium. Your actions in thwarting the corrupted future of humanity have set in motion events that threaten the very foundations of the multiverse." Elena stepped forward, her posture radiating determination. "Tell us what we need to do." Zephyria's starry eyes seemed to pierce Elena's soul. "The void cascade is a result of unchecked quantum manipulation. To stop it, you must journey to the heart of the disturbance and reweave the cosmic tapestry. But be warned, the forces you'll encounter are beyond anything you have faced before." As Zephyria shared the knowledge needed for their mission, Elena felt the weight of not just humanity, but all of existence settling on her shoulders. This was no longer a battle for survival or galactic dominance. It was a quest to preserve the very nature of reality itself. "We'll need to reconfigure the Horizon's Novium core," Aidan mused, his mind already buzzing with ideas. "If we can harness the power of quantum superposition on a macroscopic scale." "Do it," Elena commanded. "Kai, alert the crew. We're about to embark on the most important mission in the history of, well, everything." As the CSS Horizon prepared to plunge into the depths of the multiverse, Elena couldn't help but marvel at how far they had come. From a species confined to a single planet to the guardians of cosmic equilibrium, humanity's journey had been nothing short of extraordinary. The ship shuddered as it entered the turbulent realms between realities. Strange, otherworldly vistas flashed by the viewscreens, worlds where the laws of physics were mere suggestions, realms of pure thought and emotion, dimensions of abstract mathematical concepts given form. Approaching the epicenter of the void cascade, Kai reported, his voice tight with tension. Brace for impact. The horizon burst through a final barrier of distorted space-time, emerging into a realm that defied description. Here, at the heart of the disturbance, reality itself was unraveling. Fragments of countless worlds and timelines swirled in a maelstrom of cosmic destruction. "My God," Aiden breathed, his face illuminated by the swirling chaos outside. "It's like looking at the birth and death of the universe simultaneously." Elena's eyes narrowed as she spotted something at the center of the maelstrom, the pulsing core of pure nothingness, slowly consuming everything around it. "That's our target," she declared. "Aiden, prepare the cosmic reweaver. Kai, get us as close as you can without being torn apart." As the horizon inched closer to the void, the ship groaned under the strain of conflicting physical laws. Warning klaxons blared as systems began to fail, unable to cope with the reality-walking forces surrounding them. "We're losing structural integrity," Kai shouted over the din. "We can't get any closer." Elena's mind raced, searching for a solution. Then, in a moment of clarity, she understood what needed to be done. "Aiden, transfer control of the reweaver to my neural interface," she ordered, striding towards the airlock. "I'm going out there." "Admiral, that's suicide," Aiden protested. "The quantum flux out there will tear you apart." Elena turned to her crew, a sad smile on her face. "Sometimes, to save everything, we have to be willing to sacrifice anything. It's been an honor serving with you all." Before anyone could stop her, Elena sealed her quantum-shielded suit and launched herself into the swirling chaos. As she flew towards the void, fragments of realities flashed before her eyes, glimpses of paths not taken, lives unlived, worlds unborn. Pushing through the pain of her body being stretched across multiple dimensions, Elena reached the edge of the void. With trembling hands, she activated the cosmic reweaver. In that moment, Elena Vega became one with the multiverse. She saw the intricate connections between all things, the delicate balance that held existence together. With newfound understanding, she began to reweave the cosmic tapestry, mending the tears in reality with threads of pure will. As the void slowly receded, Elena felt her consciousness expanding beyond the limits of her mortal form. She had become something more, a guardian of the multiverse, a being of pure cosmic energy. Back on the horizon, the crew watched in awe as the chaos outside subsided, replaced by a breathtaking vista of restored realities, each one a jewel in the cosmic crown. "She did it," Aiden whispered, tears streaming down his face. "She saved everything." As the CSS Horizon began its journey home, carrying news of humanity's greatest triumph, a new presence could be felt throughout the multiverse, a watchful guardian, ensuring the delicate balance of all things. Elena Vega had transcended mortality to become legend, her sacrifice a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. And though her physical form was gone, her legacy would endure across infinite realities, a beacon of hope in the vast cosmic sea. The adventure was far from over, for in saving the multiverse, humanity had taken its first steps into a larger, more wondrous existence than they had ever dreamed possible. The cosmic saga of human potential had only just begun. Quantum resurrection and the cosmic crucible. The CSS Horizon drifted through the kaleidoscopic expanse of the quantum nebula, its hull shimmering with residual energy from its multiversal journey. On the bridge, an air of somber determination hung over the crew. They had saved existence itself, but at a terrible cost. Entering the nexus of infinite possibilities, Lieutenant Kai Chen announced, his voice barely above a whisper. The loss of Admiral Elena Vega weighed heavily on them all. Dr. Aidan Cole stood before the ship's revolutionary quantum consciousness engine, a device born from the fusion of human ingenuity and cosmic wisdom. "If my calculations are correct," he said, hope glimmering in his eyes, "we might just pull off the impossible." The impossible, in this case, was nothing less than the resurrection of Elena Vega. As the horizon penetrated deeper into the nexus, reality began to fluctuate. Ghostly images of alternate timelines flickered across the view screen. Worlds where humanity had taken different paths, some wondrous, others terrifying. Initiating quantum entanglement protocol, Aidan declared, his fingers dancing across holographic interfaces. Preparing to reintegrate Admiral Vega's cosmic consciousness. The air crackled with otherworldly energy as the quantum consciousness engine roared to life. Tendrils of pure possibility reached out into the void, searching for the unique quantum signature that was Elena Vega. Suddenly, alarms blared. Multiple hostile entities detected, Kai shouted, his eyes wide with fear. They're like nothing we've ever encountered. Through the swirling quantum mists emerged creatures of pure thought and energy, the cosmic custodians, guardians of the multiverse's natural order. Their forms shifted constantly, a dizzying display of impossible geometries and pulsing chromatic energy. A booming voice, simultaneously inside their heads and echoing through space, addressed the crew, "Humans, you trespass in realms beyond your comprehension. The one you seek, AKs TRANSCENDET mortal boundaries. To reclaim her is TOUPSET the cosmic balance." Aidan stepped forward, his voice steadier than he felt. "With all due respect, cosmic beings, humanity has earned its place among the shapers of reality. Elena Vega sacrificed everything to save the multiverse. We're here to bring her home." The custodian's response was swift and terrible. Beams of pure conceptual energy lanced out, threatening to unravel the very idea of the horizon's existence. Activating metaphysical shields. Kai yelled, his hands flying over the controls. The ship shuddered as layers of conceptual protection sprang up around it, barely holding against the onslaught. As the battle raged across multiple planes of existence, Aidan worked feverishly at the quantum consciousness engine. "Almost there," he muttered, sweat beading on his brow. "Elena, if you can hear me, we need you." In that moment, a miracle occurred. A blinding light filled the bridge, coalescing into a familiar form. Admiral Elena Vega stood before them, her body composed of swirling stardust and crackling quantum energy. "My friends," she said, her voice resonating with newfound power, "you've awakened me from my cosmic slumber. But now, we face a threat greater than any we've encountered." Elena turned to face the view screen, her eyes blazing with determination. "Cosmic custodians," she addressed the entities, "I stand as proof that humanity's potential knows no bounds. We are not mere trespassers, but essential threads in the cosmic tapestry." The custodians paused in their assault, their vast consciousnesses grappling with this new development. Elena seized the moment, reaching out with her newly acquired cosmic awareness to commune with these ancient beings. What followed was a battle not of weapons, but of ideas. Elena and the crew of the Horizon fought to prove humanity's worth, showcasing their achievements, their capacity for growth, and their unwavering spirit in the face of impossible odds. Slowly, improbably, the tide began to turn. The cosmic custodians, beings who had watched civilizations rise and fall across eons, found themselves swayed by the indomitable human spirit. "Very well, humans," the custodians finally proclaimed. "You have proven yourselves worthy custodians of royalty. But with great power comes great responsibility. You must now take your place among the guardians of the cosmos." As the custodians retreated, the quantum nebula around the horizon began to shift and change. Knowledge of cosmic secrets flooded into the ship's databases, and the crew found their consciousness expanded beyond anything they had ever imagined. Elena, now a bridge between humanity and the cosmic forces that shaped reality, turned to her awestruck crew. "My friends," she said, a smile playing on her starlit face, "our greatest adventure is just beginning. We have been entrusted with the safeguarding of existence itself. Are you ready to explore the true nature of reality?" The crew's resounding cheer echoed across dimensions. The CSS Horizon, now transformed into a vessel of cosmic exploration, prepared to embark on a journey beyond the boundaries of imagination. As they set course for the very edge of existence, Elena Vega and her crew knew that they carried with them the hopes and dreams of all humanity. They had transcended mortality, becoming legend, and their saga would inspire countless generations across the multiverse. The cosmic crucible had forged humanity into something greater, and the universe would never be the same again. The age of cosmic humanity had begun, and the possibilities were truly infinite. The Omega Protocol and the Singularity Nexus. The CSS Horizon, now christened the Cosmic Vanguard, glided through the ethereal slipstream, a realm where thought and reality intertwined. Admiral Elena Vega, her former mesmerizing blend of human and cosmic energy, stood at the helm, her consciousness spanning multiple dimensions. Approaching the Singularity Nexus, Lieutenant Kai Chen announced, his cybernetically enhanced senses attuned to the fabric of space-time itself. "Quantum fluctuations are off the charts, Admiral." Dr. Aidan Cole, now more machine than man after his merge with the ship's AI, processed data at unimaginable speeds. "The Nexus is unstable," he reported, his voice a harmonious blend of human and synthetic tones. "Something's disrupting the cosmic equilibrium." Elena's starlit eyes narrowed as she surveyed the swirling maelstrom before them. At the heart of the Singularity Nexus, where all possible futures converged, a darkness pulsed with malevolent intent. "It's time," Elena declared, her voice resonating with cosmic power. "Initiate the Omega Protocol." The Omega Protocol, humanity's ultimate failsafe against existential threats. Developed in secret using knowledge gleaned from their cosmic ascension, it was a weapon capable of rewriting the very laws of physics. As the Vanguard prepared for the most crucial mission in the history of existence, a transmission cut through the quantum static. On the view screen appeared a face that sent shockwaves of recognition through the crew. It was Elena Vega. But not as they knew her. This Elena was older, her eyes haunted by cosmic horrors beyond imagination. "This is Admiral Elena Vega of the Last Fleet," she said, her voice heavy with urgency. "Whatever you do, do not activate the Omega Protocol. The cure is worse than the disease." Confusion rippled through the bridge. Elena stepped forward, her cosmic form shimmering with barely contained power. "Explain yourself," she demanded of her doppelganger. The other Elena's eyes flashed with pain and regret. "In my timeline, we activated the Omega Protocol to save existence from the void entropy. We succeeded, but at a terrible cost. The rewriting of cosmic law gave birth to something far worse, the Omniphage, a conceptual predator that devours entire realities." As if summoned by her words, the darkness at the heart of the Singularity Nexus pulsed ominously. Tendrils of non-existence began to reach out, threatening to unravel the very fabric of space-time. "We're out of time," Kai shouted, his cybernetic implants overloading from the strain of processing the cosmic data. "We need to make a decision now." Elena found herself at a crossroads, the fate of all existence hanging in the balance. Trust in the plan they had meticulously prepared, or heed the warning of a version of herself who had lived through the consequences. In that moment of crisis, Elena did something unprecedented. She opened her cosmic consciousness fully, merging her awareness with every version of herself across the multiverse. The experience was overwhelming, a symphony of infinite possibilities and quantum potentialities. When she spoke again, it was with the wisdom of countless lifetimes. "We reject the false choice between destruction and damnation," she declared, her voice echoing across dimensions. "There is always another way." With a gesture, Elena reached into the heart of the Singularity Nexus, her form shifting and changing as she grappled with the very essence of reality. The crew watched in awe as she began to weave a new cosmic tapestry, one that incorporated the void entropy into the natural cycle of existence. "Aiden, Kai," she called out, her voice strained with effort, "I need you to synchronize the Vanguard's quantum consciousness engine with my cosmic signature. We're going to redistribute the entropy across all timelines, diluting its destructive potential." As the ship's systems merged with Elena's expanded consciousness, the very nature of reality began to shift. The darkness at the heart of the Nexus transformed, becoming a shimmering pool of infinite potential. The other Elena watched in amazement as the future she had feared began to dissolve. "You've done it," she breathed, a smile breaking across her worn features. "You found a third path." As the cosmic restructuring neared completion, Elena turned to her crew, her form now a blinding beacon of pure creation energy. "My friends," she said, her voice filled with wonder, "we stand at the threshold of a new era. We have transcended the boundaries of humanity, becoming custodians of the cosmic narrative itself." The Singularity Nexus, once a point of convergence for all possible futures, had been transformed into a crucible of infinite potential. From this nexus of creation, new realities budded and blossomed, each one a testament to the limitless possibilities of existence. As the Cosmic Vanguard prepared to embark on its journey through this new multiversal landscape, Elena Vega knew that their greatest adventures were still to come. They had become more than explorers, more than guardians. They were now the cosmic architects, shaping the very destiny of existence itself. The saga of humanity's cosmic ascension had reached a new pinnacle, but it was far from over. For in solving one cosmic mystery, they had unveiled a universe of new questions waiting to be answered. As they set course for the uncharted realms of their newly forged reality, Elena and her crew knew one thing for certain: the story of cosmic humanity was only just beginning, and the multiverse would never be the same again.